Hey everyone, I'm here with Crashday Redline Edition. This is a remaster, reworked, rebooted Crashday. This game came out in 2006, and it was kind of known more about the multiplayer than really anything else. But here I'm playing the career mode here. I'm using a DeLorean, which did not come in Crashday. This is part of the Steam Workshop support that it has. So I'm using this custom car. Crashday kind of came out at a time where Trackmania was really hot, and so was Burnout, but Burnout wasn't on PC, so Crashday kind of filled that void, and it lasted a really long time, multiplayer-wise. Oh, man, this is feeling good. So I'm in a stunt show, trying not to take too much car damage, but also perform stunts that give me a lot of boosts. Oh. So the game has a lot of different modes where you're passing a bomb back and forth, where you're doing just death matches with weapons, ones where you're just doing a regular checkpoint race. You can even just do free roaming if you want. There's a boost button here. The boost doesn't go based on like earning boosts, but rather just kind of a heat meter kind of thing. The soundtrack is actually fully intact, so everything that was included in the original Crashday is now being added to Redline Edition. So that's kind of the thing, is like when a game gets remastered and there's a licensed soundtrack, usually that soundtrack goes completely away and it's replaced with something that just doesn't fit. That didn't happen here, and I think that's such an endearing quality of what makes this game what it is. I've got 40 seconds left in this event, so I just gotta keep stunting around. The game is just huge on variety. Like, it just doesn't let up, it doesn't ever get stale on you. Lost some points for the recovery. Yeah, I'm way off track here. There we go. Fine by me. So I've downloaded some more cars here. Looks like I've only got two to go between at this moment.
At first, the idea.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. I'm kind of skipping the story dialogue stuff. So this is final code for the game, but just kind of wanted to show off the game, where it's at, and what you can expect when the game comes out on August 10th. So this is a regular just checkpoint race. This is a game that has a lot of personality, and the thing that I remember most is kind of how I discovered this game was, I think, I'm not 100% sure how I did, but I believe I was watching Attack of the Show, and they had some sort of segment where they went through the demo of the game, and I was just impressed by the damage modeling, which was much more detailed than something like even Burnout was doing. You know, I was big into the original Trackmania at that time, and it all kind of seemed to coalesce and scratch that kind of itch that I was looking for. And so I grabbed the demo and I played it. It ran amazing on my PC at that time. And then eventually I went to like Walmart or something and bought it and played the hell out of it for a couple of years after that. So the game definitely has a nostalgia to it, but it's not exactly how you remember, because this game is looking much better than it used to. You know, 1080p, 60 frames per second. Like, this is a no-brainer. This looks and plays better. The game has workshop support, as mentioned, so you know you can download cars, tracks, kind of different variants to the skyboxes and things like that. It's got multiplayer. I haven't been able to catch anybody online at the same time, so I haven't seen that at all. I'm kind of hoping within the next week here that I will be able to do that. But even still, the offline modes, whether it's just kind of like a single event thing that I go and do, or just free roam in one of the bigger levels, or just kind of go through this career mode, like there's just a ton of stuff to do. And this car is giving me a run for my money here. Oh. I'm actually playing this with my keyboard. I kind of want to stay authentic to how I played it before. You know, 2006 was kind of a weird time, because even though the Xbox 360 was out and there was, you know, PlayStation 2 and things like this, like gamepads on PC were not prevalent. It was just not a thing for quite a while. Okay. I want to win this. I have no boost. I need to wait for this thing to cool down. Oh, I'm messing this up. So, I don't know, it feels good to be playing on keyboard. It's very responsive. It kind of gives you some latitude for mistakes as well. Oh. Oh man. Not gonna do it. Close. Moving on. That doesn't count. Alright, we'll try this off-road stage. And then I'll go into one of the deathmatch modes, which kind of has this twisted metal aspect to it, or kind of giving the time frame like a full auto kind of feel to it. It feels really good to play. Here we go. Oh. I think I should have picked a better off-road car. Wow, that feels good. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of Crashday. It was definitely a cult hit kind of game. But it was, like, still pretty well received and enjoyed, like I said, for many years after. Like, they shut down the master server in, like, I want to say, like, 2009? So, I mean, for 3 years, like, the game was just still going, still getting mods and additions. The only, like, major issue kind of for that time was it didn't get patched, right? So there were some like patches and bug fixes, but Crashday Redline Edition actually gets rid of like 100-something bugs that existed, you know, well into the life of the original game. So going back and fixing all that up, making this game, you know, work in higher resolutions, making it look better, is just such a cool thing. It's one of those things that just feels honest. You can feel the passion that the developers have for this game, and kind of doing right by the people that supported it for so long. Yeah, 2 minutes left, but I hope it doesn't take that long to finish. If you had a good rally car for this, this would be so much fun. Yes, I'm aware. And these jumps are just so satisfying. Oh, that's those lights. This is a game I never thought I'd see again, and I'm really happy it's coming back, and will actually allow for people who've never played it or couldn't play it, you know, that time to finally get to check it out. And I totally think it's worth it. Oh boy. All right. Let's go ahead and bounce out of here, and let's do something else here. Go back. We'll go into a single event, a wrecking match. Yeah, we'll do that. Do that. Let's add some more guys. Let's do early evening, right? Yeah, let's do this one. See if one of my custom cars shows up in here. Yeah. So this is car customization, color customization. Alright, so it's a first to 10. Not an elimination, so I will probably die at some point. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there's different camera views. Oh. Alright. Oh. So new to the Redline edition is they've added pickups. So before, like, if you were taking damage, there was just no way to repair yourself. Oh, like that guy just did. Which kind of added some difficulty to the game that maybe didn't really need it. This was immensely fun online, like, just doing these death matches, and did he just deflect that? That ain't cool. Oh. Alright. Let's get back in there. So you can actually, like, wreck people by hitting them too, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage as the weapons do. Man, that is such a good hit. Oh, that guy stole my kill. How is he not dead? Are you kidding me? let me tell you, when you play games, you know, when you're not recording something, you do so well. But when you start recording that, you know, for people to see, then everything changes. All of a sudden, you have no skill left. There we go. Ooh, man. Please reset me. Ooh. That's good. That's a good one. Lucky, man. Oh, that went right over. Oof. Oh. Man. So I would say this is probably the defining mode of this game was the weapons and these deathmatch modes. Like this was kind of the game's bread and butter, but then doing this online and not offline. Like if you were to talk to people who played the original, this is what they remember. I don't remember if it was the case back when it was released, but there's a track editor now, so you can kind of build a custom track. I'm pretty sure it was there, but I just cannot remember because I've never been the type that can build like an engaging level. There we go. Ooh. Man, this guy just does not like me. I swear I did much better before I started playing this when I was recording. So my initial impressions while I've been playing this game through its kind of preview phase to kind of into its final code is that this is the real deal. You know, this is not a game that was made to just kind of be thrown out there to just kind of make money or, you know, whatever, just whatever. The developers care about this game as much as the people who've been playing it do. And that shows. There's a lot of detail in this game. There's a lot of improvements that I've noticed. Oh, he respawned because he rolled over, right? Okay. Yep, sure. Yep, why not? This Humvee is not fair. You gotta be kidding me. James is gonna win this thing before I do. I'm getting robbed here. Alright, I need to stay away from James, and I need to work on some other people here. That's James. I know I'm not talking too much because this is taking a lot of focus from me. Oh, come on. And he's gonna heal too. No. There we go. Here we go. Alright. No. So there's I'll do one more thing here. There's a stunt show where you kind of go through a level. I actually kind of showed that off in the career mode. Hold the flag, there's a race mode, pass the bomb, and then the aforementioned test drive. There's a mini game, so we'll kind of finish with this. We'll do the long jump. So it's just about taking a car, boosting it down the hill, and getting it to go as far as you can. Alright, so this is Crashday Redline Edition. It's coming out on August 10th onto Steam, and I think it's well worth a look. I'm hoping to go a little more in depth with it, but as it stands right now in this preview capacity, Crashday is awesome.